Hi, this is Steve, and in this short video I'm going to show you how to set up a website for WordPress using SiteGround web hosting. Now, I recommend SiteGround. I've tried dozens of web hosts over the year. I now host all of my websites with SiteGround. I do that for a few reasons. First, their price is absolutely on the money, and if you're just coming over to SiteGround for the first time, you'll get a fantastic discount as well, which I'll show you in a moment. But secondly, and more importantly, their support and their knowledge base is absolutely fantastic. If you've got a problem, a technical problem that you can't solve, and you can't find the answer in the knowledge base, you can click onto live chat or even make a phone call to the people at SiteGround, and they'll answer your chat usually pretty much instantly, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It really is phenomenal support, and therefore that is why I recommend SiteGround. So if you haven't got SiteGround, or if you're looking to change web hosts, I recommend you do that. You'll find a link to SiteGround in the description below. And now let me show you what you'll pay if you get started with SiteGround. Now, I'm in the UK, so you can see we're viewing at GBP, British pounds, £2.99 is the starting price. If I click here to look to see what plans are available, you can see you've got Startup here, that's just for one website. And you've got Grow Big, which is the best seller. You've also got Go Geek. I'm actually a Go Geek member, so I've got the highest plan. Most people will want to start with the Grow Big because you get the best value for money. You can host unlimited websites as well, but it's entirely up to you. If you're happy, or if you just want one website, then get started with the startup package here at just £2.99 a month if you're in the United Kingdom, and you can easily upgrade later with a single click. Fantastic features in SiteGround for making things like upgrades very, very easy with a single click. I will just show you the prices you'll pay if you're in the United States. Startup is $3.99 a month, Grow Big $6.69 a month, and the Go Geek is $10.69 per month. So it gives you some idea of what you get here for your money if you're in the United States or if you're in the United Kingdom. So all you'll do is you'll come over, choose the plan that you want, click Get Plan, and then obviously you'll just go through the sign up process and make the purchase following all of the instructions on screen. It's pretty easy. I'm just going to show you here in the UK. You'll be choosing whether you want Startup, Grow Big, which is what most people will do, and you'll see you get a phenomenal discount here because you're going to pay for 12 months up front. So in the UK, a whole 12 months of this Grow Big package is just £59.88p. Of course, if you just want to pay monthly, you're going to pay the non-discounted price of £19.99 per month plus VAT. So fantastic hosting at a fantastic price. Here you can see for me in the UK, including taxes, just £71.86 for a whole 12-month period. So go through, buy whichever package you want, whichever one you're happy with to get your hosting set up. And then when that's done, I'm going to next show you how you set up web hosting for WordPress in your SiteGround account once you're up and running. Now here I've obviously got many websites already installed, so I'm going to click on New Website here, which will bring me to a screen the same as you will see if you are registering for the first time and just getting started. You can see here you've got three options on the screen. New domain, this is where you want to register a domain name with SiteGround, and I actually don't use SiteGround for my domain registrations. You'll find a link below this video taking you through to my name silo video that shows you where I buy my domain names, but it's entirely up to you. You can purchase direct here in SiteGround. Next option, existing domain. That's what I'm going to use right now, and you'll see here over on the right, temporary domain. This is very useful as well. You can set websites up here for free so that you can experiment if you're just learning with website building and you don't then need a domain name for that. I'm going to choose existing domain because I've got my domain name registered with NameSilo, so I click here to select that option. And now I need to just type in the domain name for the hosting that I'm setting up, and this is stevedawsononline.com, and I click continue. Now I've got two options. If you've already got a WordPress website hosted elsewhere and you're moving it from that host, you would click Migrate Website. This is a brand new website being set up, so I click Select. And now I choose the application. I'm choosing WordPress, of course. And now it's asking me to choose some login credentials for this. So an email address and a password that we're going to use to access this particular website. You can generate a password here, then click copy and save that somewhere safe so that you've got it ready to access the website after we've created it. So now below, click continue. SiteGround's now going to give you the option to add Site Scanner to your install. You can get that service for free for 3 months at the moment, but when you register, that option might not be available. I'm going to just skip this for now and click finish. And as you'll see on the screen, in less than 2 minutes, this website will be set up and ready to go. And of course, you'll get welcome emails in your inbox for the email address that you've just used when setting this website up. If you don't see that, of course, standard notification is to make sure you do check your spam and email folders. And there we go. We're all set up and ready to go. Very quickly that. And you'll see here on the screen a reminder to point your domain name to the name servers of SiteGround. I've already done that, so this website will be instantly online. Also on the screen here, you can see a button to go directly to the site tools so that you can access the hosting control panel. So I'll click here, but don't forget this information will also have been emailed to you, so you'll find the access details, your username and password, etc., all in your inbox straight away. So now we've got WordPress installed and we're ready to start building a website. And here we are on the SiteGround dashboard for the web hosting that we've just configured for stevedawsononline.com. And in the SiteGround dashboard, you can manage your WordPress installation and many other things as well. The first thing you'll probably want to do is set up an email account. So here you can see on the main screen there is a link directly to email here, and there's also a link in the left-hand menu here for email. I'm going to click in this email in the left-hand menu so that you can see the options available here. If, for example, you simply want to forward all email that arrives at stevedawsononline.com in my example to another email address, for example a Gmail address that you might have, you can simply set up a forwarder here. If, however, you want to use an online mailbox or connect with an email client such as Outlook, you'll want to set up an email account here actually inside the SiteGround hosting. So to set up an email account, you click here on Accounts, enter the name of the email inbox that you wish to create, for example, John, in this case, john@stevedawsononline.com. Generate a secure password, and again, make sure that's saved, and you click Create. And now you've created an email account for john@stevedawsononline, as you can see, and you've got all the access details of how you can manage that account down below here, and you just simply click on the little 3 dots here to log into the webmail account here, and this would be instantly available. You can change quotas and much more besides. The purpose of this tutorial is not to explain the details of that. I can also delete that account here simply by clicking on it and confirming, and that account will disappear. Now if you want to use just a forwarder, then you click on forwarders in the mailbox, in the email, under the email tab, forwarders, and here you would type, if it's John, you could say, if any email is sent to john@stevedawsononline, I would want to send it to, for example, john@gmail.com or whatever your Gmail address is. And now I click Create, and now anytime an email is sent to john@stevedawsononline, it will be forwarded to john@gmail.com, as you can see down here below. So I'm going to just delete that as well. And I'll just show you one more thing, and that is how to set a catch-all email so that any email sent to stevedawsononline.com would go to a single email address. So here on the forwarders page, you can see the rules by default that if a message is sent to @stevedawsononline.com, simply discard it with no such user here. If you click on the options here, you can actually choose to forward it. And here, I'm just going to use the example again. Imagining my email was john@gmail.com. If I click on confirm here, now what will happen is that if any email arrives at Steve Dawson Online to any name whatsoever, so for example, John at Steve Dawson Online, Tina at Steve Dawson Online, Julie at Steve Dawson Online, members at stevedawsononline.com, they will all be forwarded to john@gmail.com. I'm going to actually change that again to discard that forwarding to no such user here, but it just gives you a quick overview of how you set up email forwarders and catch-all email addresses in SiteGround's dashboard. Really is a great little system here. So one final thing left to do, and it's a very important thing as well, and that's to set up your SSL certificate to make sure that your website as well always uses the SSL layer so that people see the little padlock key when they're navigating your website. And the way you do that is from the dashboard in SiteGround, go to security here. The first thing we do is go to SSL Manager, and we want to install a new SSL. So here you'll see your website appear. Select the SSL type. Now the good news is that Let's Encrypt and Let's Encrypt wildcards are both included for free. I'll give you a brief overview of what these do. Let's Encrypt would be, for example, for www.stevedawsononline.com or for https.stevedawsononline.com. If you want a wildcard certificate, that would also include subdomains. Now, for most people, you're not likely to require subdomains, but for example, if you did want to set a subdomain up, such as demo.stevedawsononline.com, then you would want to choose Let's Encrypt wildcard. For most people, including myself, I'm just going to choose Let's Encrypt. The premium wildcard ones will actually cost you money, whereas the Let's Encrypt ones are totally free and will automatically look after themselves and renew themselves. So this is what most people are going to want to do. When you're ready and you're happy with what you've made your selection, you click Get. And now we just have to wait while that secure certificate is generated. As I say, it's totally free and included with your SiteGround web hosting. So as you can see, the Let's Encrypt SSL certificate is now installed on stevedawsononline.com. One final step in the process, we want to force the use of this SSL certificate. And what that does, it makes it so that if a person goes, for example, to www.stevedawsononline.com, they will automatically be redirected to https://stevedawsononline.com. So it's really important that we do this step. Now, if you're on this screen, you can do this by clicking the three dots here on the right-hand side at the bottom, and you can see here is an option to enforce HTTPS, and just by clicking that, it will enforce this certificate to use, or this website, I beg your pardon, to use HTTPS. There's another way to do that, and that's in the left-hand menu from HTTPS Enforce here. If I click on this, you'll see the domain name will load up here, and we've just simply got a radio button here that we can click, and we get a notification that HTTPS is now enforced on this domain name. So if I come to another tab here and I go to, just for demonstration purposes here, stevedawsononline.com, and you can see here I've actually typed www. When I enter to access the website, you'll now see that the WordPress installation is up and running and that the padlock is showing at the top left of the screen there. So everything's now configured correctly and we're ready to start building our website on WordPress, and I've got more tutorials showing you exactly how to do that right here on YouTube. So hopefully you found this video useful. You'll find links below to SiteGround, NameSilo, and all of the other tools that I use for building websites on WordPress. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell notification to be notified when I publish more videos like this on YouTube. And thanks very much for watching.